Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Mecca Media Morning Show, and I'm your host, the Goddess Ebony. What's up, Brother Hiram?
What up, girl? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. A little tired. I had a long weekend, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey, man, you had a long weekend. It's Thursday.
Listen.
You still suffering from the whole weekend?
Yes, man, because I put the front end of my daughter's car back together. She got in a car accident, messed up her bumper, headlight, fender, and the battery cage thing, and I took it apart and put it back together. I'm still recovering. It's going to take me another 2 months.
Wait a minute. You put the car back together yourself?
I took it apart and put it back together. Went to pull apart, got her parts, all-purpose mom.
Man, listen. Somebody needs to, if you need your car fixed, call 1-800-EBONY. She's doing brakes and putting fender benders together and everything.
All right, Hiram, let's move on into the inspiration of the day.
How about long before you was convinced by your parents, or let me say it again, long as you was conceived by your parents, you were conceived by the mind of God.
Yeah, I've heard that plenty of times. Before we were ever thought of by our parents, we were already created in God's eye and in his image, and he already had a plan for us. And I think that's what that's saying. Before our parents ever had a chance to think about conceiving us as a baby, God had already thought about us and prepared us for our parents.
I think that's what that says.
I think that's what that says too. So we're going to move on along to the information of the day. And today, the information of the day, we get our information from the reporternewspaperonline.com. But today we're talking about Facebook. And some of you guys may be aware, some of you guys may not be aware that Facebook is, I'll say, enforcing their policies, because these policies have already been in place. They just have never really enforced them, but now they are enforcing them. And there's one thing that I've screenshot and took from their policies that I think is very important for our people, especially our younger people who like to be online, showing the guns and the drugs, talking about what they do day to day. In that policy, it says that they can block you, restrict your services, delete your account, and the last thing that some people may not know, report you to law enforcement. And I know for a fact that they are currently reporting people to law enforcement per their Facebook post. And I know that for a fact because two people that I know of, one being a family member and one being somebody that I worked with recently, are both right now in Summit County Jail for Facebook posts. My cousin posted a picture of a gun. Facebook sent it to the police. Police forwarded it to his probation officer. He went in to get off of probation and was arrested and given 281 days because of a picture of him with a gun on Facebook. Somebody else I know made threats to harm somebody and previously had pictures of a gun. They sent those threats and those pictures to the police that was forwarded to their probation officer, and they were also arrested, and they are still currently in Summit County Jail. Don't know how much time they got, but I know they're facing other charges, so they may not be done with their case yet. But I know for a fact both of those people were arrested based off of their Facebook posts. So I want to bring that to my people because I know y'all are real big about saying, I got the weed, pow, pow, pow. Cut it out, because you won't go to jail. Facebook don't care about us. Y'all already know Facebook don't care about us. And this just proves furthermore that Facebook does not care about us. There are other social media platforms created for Black people specifically. I don't know all the names of them, but I know for sure one of them is called The Cookout. But there's other online sources for social media if you want to check those out, aside from Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, which are all owned by Facebook. So let's move on into the Black Thought of the Day, which is?
The Black Thought of the Day. Listen, the Black Thought of the Day. I have to say this based upon what you were saying.
Go ahead.
Brother, if you are still ignorant, showing your gun, showing your dope, your pills, your weed, okay? And think that is culturally acceptable, even though we are accepting the weed nowadays. But your pill popping and your alcoholism and your gunplay is a bad look. That's not painting positive images of our people every day. It should not take no European governor to govern you to act accordingly like you got some goddamn sense. Okay?
Yes.
Y'all better film me before they kill me. That's my Black Thought of the Day. I'm out.
And I just want to add, I just want to know what happened to back in the day. I remember when I was a kid, growing up in the hood, Crozier Street, South Side, none of the OGs in my neighborhood would advertise what they did. I don't understand where that came from. Like, what part of the code that came into? But y'all need to cut that out. Nobody should know what your right hand is doing. Like what my grandma always said, your right hand should know what your left hand doing. Everybody in Akron, everybody in Ohio, everybody in America shouldn't know that JJ from the South Side got the smoke, that old John on the West Side got the Glocks. Come on now, be smarter. Go ahead, tell me. Anointed Drip, because I was about to mess it up. I apologize to you guys, Mr. Anointed Drip. But they're located on Grant Street. They're a clothing distributor. They have a storefront, right? They sell urban clothing.
1307 Grant Street.
1307 Grant Street, right in my neighborhood. You know, you just heard me say I grew up on Crozier South Side, right off of Grant Street. But they have urban apparel for men and women. Go check them out. I'm not sure their hours, but I'm sure they're going to be on the screen at some point in time.
Now you're going to make me put them on the screen. Yes, ma'am. Hey, tell them about your podcast before we get out of here.
Check us out. You know, me and Brother Hiram doing the God and the Goddess podcast. It's a relationship podcast. We also talk about every once in a while current affairs. I got to get my language together today. It's been a long week, like I said. Yes, Black current affairs. Stuff that affects our people so we can make you guys smarter so you can make better choices for your lives. All right, we up out of here. Peace.